Good evening. How are we doing?
Good.
Last week we talked about learning and growing. We'll have a chance this evening to see how you're doing. But let me first introduce my fellow judges. First of all, our permanent judge from the Hydramani group of companies, Vinod Hydramani. Welcome back, Vinod.
Hi, Johnny.
I'm delighted this evening to introduce our other permanent judge and partner in Ideators, Chandula Abevikrama, the Deputy General Manager with HNB. Chandula, it's very good to have you on the programme.
Pleasure to be here.
HNB have been at the forefront of supporting youth empowerment programs in Sri Lanka and are about to launch a new program with entrepreneurship and skills for employability at its heart. And our episode partner tonight, a Woodman Lanka, and I'd like to introduce our special episode judge, Danushka Marpa from Woodman Lanka.
Team Reflex, I would like to start first. Give me a quick pitch on your product.
Our product is called the Study Buddy.
It comes in 3 parts. The first part is the desk, and we have the stool, and then the storage system. It's multi-purpose, it's kind of can fit into one another, and can be stowed away when not in use. Our target market, going back a little bit, is the age group of 4 to 8. We had a bit of endorsement, actually, from a famous celebrity called Danushka, who actually considered purchasing some units from us.
Okay, the next here, line art.
We'd like to introduce our product called Compart. It's a dining chair and table piece that can flat pack down and explode out into separate pieces. It's called Compart because this is a word that means something that could be subdivided. The demographic is young professionals, probably with limited space in their apartment. The colour scheme is inspired by a current trend in interiors called emotional austerity, which basically consists of using a gradient of greys as your base and then offsetting this with bright colours.
Okay, teams, good pitches tonight. Well done. So I'd like to hand over to Danushka to give a summary.
Well, starting from Team Reflex, I think basically your product, it was a good pitch. Basically, your product, you're targeting 4 to 8 years old. But what you lack is there is, it's look heavier. And then you're choosing mahogany color. Even on that, darker stain. It's not attractive for kids. The pros will be, it's multi-purpose, definitely. I think you had a storage, you had a rack sort of a thing to keep stuff, you have a desk, you have a writing board on that, you have a bench. So it's very compact. Anybody would like to have a product like that. That's great on that. And then I had to correct you on that. Even though I commented on it, I just not that simply that we would love to take your product to the next level. As a concept, it was good. I just had to encourage you guys on that. All right, okay. Thanks.
Okay, over to Team Lionheart.
Lionheart, it was a good pitch again. I like what you're targeting on the market. And then fabulous colors. Guys, it's good. What I come out of it, like the box will be in a darker color, and when you open it up, bright colors, perfect. It's just really work for the market that you're pitching into. And then having to the cons of it, well, what I thought was your product, it was not that innovative. I had seen it before. I didn't see the originality of it. But it was a good job. I mean, in the short period, I think you did well. Actually, we are really impressed, giving a 2-day task to do, and from the development to finishing a product. Both 2 teams, did a really good product. So, taking all the reasons into consideration, I think tonight the winner going to be the Team Reflex.
Study Buddy wins. But it's a 5-man team. We had to eliminate 1 person last week. We have to do the same tonight. So, Team Reflex, go and celebrate outside.
Reflex පසුගිය සතියේ පරාජිතයන් අද ජයග්‍රාහකයන් වුණා.
Innovative. Danushka said he didn't think it was very original. How do you respond to that?
I haven't seen any pyramid-shaped table chair piece. I checked websites of other furniture designers in Sri Lanka and internationally. I did not find, and most things on the internet these days, I did not find anything like that. Yes, they are cubed dining sets out there, but there's nothing pyramid shaped. We wanted to take it a step further.
What did you mean, Danushka, by not original?
Well, Tony, the concept, like when it's like a cube, even though they want to move to the next level of doing a pyramid shape. But it's still the same thing where you have the chairs going in around and it's coming out and the table is there. What I thought was like, what you guys lacked, you had everything else right. You didn't spend enough time on your research. I thought it was a good thing that having head start, but then I was wrong. You would have spent a little bit more time on the developing the product.
I'd also like to say that the Study Buddy, it's also not a new design. There are many children's sets out there that do flat pack a lot. It's not a new concept in any shape or form.
When you talk about compact furniture, it always had to be inside. I'll agree on that. Okay? But then again, Study Buddy was different from other compacts. I just went through my design guys. They had not seen that. I mean, they had the storage unit separately. That was a mistake, But this still, it was unique.
You allow everybody to contribute on the name, or is one or two individuals forced on the name?
No, we all got together to bring in ideas, but I think when we talk about the language as well, there are people who have better strengths.
You looked at somebody then when you said that. It wasn't Suraj, was it? Suraj, do you take ownership for the compart more than the rest of the team?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't take ownership?
I wouldn't, because I would not have come to that point if not for...
Who was the first person who said compart in your team exercise yesterday?
It was actually Suraj that said...
So you do take more ownership than the rest?
No, I wouldn't, because I would not have come to that point if not for the fact that Luke said...
Somebody made you say compart?
No.
Can I add? We were brainstorming words which said something about the product, and we kept on coming up with words like composition,
comprehensive,
compartment, compact. So they weren't consistent between all these words which described our product was comp. So we were thinking, should we use that as a starting point? And then Suraj came up with.
All right,
compact.
good. But elimination is part of this show, and we have to pick 3 of you to stay and 3 of you to leave. In fact, so difficult is it tonight that I'd like to confer with my fellow judges before we make that decision. So could you all please leave the room and give us a few moments?
මේ සිදු කෙරෙන රහස් කතා බහ අප තරගකරුවන්ගේ හදගැස්ම වැඩි කරන්නට හේතු වන කාරණයක් වේවි.
Okay, the 3 people I'd like to leave are Luke, Udana, and Namanthi. Please leave the room. Suraj, reflections, particularly on the name of your product.
I still feel compart is a name that can sell, because it's not so much a name of a product. I mean, a name of product will sell, but how many of you know what the name of your furniture is actually called? Like, it's not the name alone that will sell a product. It is also the marketing. It's the advertising.
Let's talk about positive contribution.
Yeah, we're wrong,
Yeah.
They're right.
Let's talk about positive contribution. Give us 2 things you contributed today positively to the project.
I think it's so hard to think on the spot. Just that I feel like me working within a team, I don't know. I can't think on the spot.
Have a think about it. Come back to you in a minute.
Tara, you said that this is a new innovation and conceived this idea. How do you, say that this is a totally new idea that came?
The reason why I said it was totally new was I, on my own, in my experience as a designer, I've never come across this kind of table, chair, dining set before.
What do you design, Laura?
I started an interior design and graphic design business 4 years ago. And in the course of my work, I've designed several kinds of things. I'm an interior designer.
You've never seen this before?
I have never seen a pentagon-shaped.
You've never seen the pentagon shape?
I have never seen a pentagon-shaped dining set that also has a storage on the top.
Okay, we're getting towards the business end of this decision. We make it difficult for you now. Suraj, who should go? Who should stay? And why?
Honestly, I just volunteer to go. Simply because, I mean, that's just me.
Lara?
Well, I believe I should stay. I started off with...
Well, who should go?
That's a really difficult question because I feel like we've worked well as a team.
Natalie?
It's really difficult.
Who should stay? Who should go?
I think Lara should definitely stay. She's been like a strong contributor throughout.
As I say, it's been a particularly difficult episode. Hard to separate the teams and hard to separate the three of you. Suraj, you tried to make it easy for us, falling on your sword, volunteering to go, very noble. Thank you. Lara, you did well. Natalie, you're eliminated tonight.
I think I'm just disappointed in myself, really, because I could have done more, but I didn't.
Here we go again. I made a mistake. Where do I belong in this great escape? Chasing pavements, building castles in the sky. Finding out the meaning of this life. Oh, though this is the end of the fight, a battle I fought with all my mind. It's given me life tonight, a reason to chase the light, a reason to chase the light, a reason to chase the light.